Honorable, congratulations for your utterances that you've made over the period. If I look at your CV, I can really tell exactly when you were born, but you've taken the path of politics, and you are going to a very sensitive area, like the Ministry of Defense, where discipline is of utmost what is the concern to the whole establishment. They see you as having been involved in all kinds of public controversies. And that is my very concern here, especially with the ministry that you are going to. Do you think we are justified by indicating that you are someone who is always involved in several public controversies? Do you think it's aptly?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, as I stated earlier, I am an activist, and I think that we must encourage civil activism. Unfortunately, on my part, many of the issues I take on become controversial. And so it may have created that perception, but I don't think that civil activism is anything that should be discouraged. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Can you just bluntly describe this, some of your utterances as just civil activism? Let me give you a typical example of some of the statements that you make. You remember on the second, a top police official, COP Mensah, intended to contest the Kwai parliamentary seat on the MPP ticket. And you were raising concerns, and your concerns was about politicization of the security agencies. Can you bluntly say that? Because we can equally point finger at the NDC side, where police officers left their office to stand in the name of the party. Do you think it's a fair statement to this? No, you had heard that.
Mr. Chairman, I think I remember that post, and it was in reference to a COP Mensah. I think the one that had issue with the IGP. Subsequently, he contested for the primaries but failed. Yes, I think that I was because my roots are in the Ashanti to that. But as to whether or not that will be generalized to say that that means the police service has been politicized. I think that one, if
very much. I see you as a very young, promising man. And it is important that we elect you for some of these things to ensure that when you are given, I just want you to caution you today. Remember me seated here. because of where you are coming from, I'm interested in your progression, in your development, and everything that you do. So remember that I want to commend you for being. So I wish you all the best. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much. I am reliably informed that Asokwa and Swami, they are very close. They are twin constituencies. Honorable Brogya Genfi, Deputy Minister Designate for Defense. We've come a long way. I know your pedigree. I have no question for you, but to acknowledge your revered guest seated behind you, giving you moral support. First on my list is Nana Apao Wiafi Ababio Samwansa. Samwansa, okay. Chief of Himan and representative of Otumfo. Nana Bafo Kote Kutin, Shaman II, Chief of Brema and representative of Otumfo. Mrs. Frima Brogya Genfi, spouse of the nominee. Okpekpe Ukwe Togbigan Dagadu, the knife. Akpini Fia, Paramount Chief of Akpini Traditional Area. We also have Nana Domfe Genfi. We have Madam Gladys Jechi, mother of the nominee. We have lawyer Barbara Sewa Asamoah, Deputy General Secretary, NDC. We have Osaberima Apao, National Area. We have Vincent Senam Kwagbenu, Chief Executive, Community Water and Sanitation. We have Chief Alhaji Ibrahim Abdul Rahman, Ashanti Regional Moshi Chief and Acting Ashanti Regional Zongo Chief. We have Nana Akosua Achian Sempe, Sasabo. I did well. We have Nana Kap Genfi, Otumfo's Pinchem Donko. We have Madam Mary Fati Kaba. And I have seen the Honorable Minister for Defense also here. You are all welcome. Well, Ashanti Regional Chairman, you are welcome. But don't blame me, I'm going by the name that I have. Honorable Regional Minister, from where I'm sitting, it's difficult to identify everybody. So you are all welcome. We are most grateful for you coming to give moral support to the nominee seated before us. Honorable nominee, you hear from the committee and you are accordingly discharged. Thank you for coming. Honorable members, wait.
2015 to date, correct?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Now, you have stated your name as John Matthew Kofi Seto Dumelo. Is that what you have on your certificate?
Mr. Chairman, on my certificate, I have John Kofi Seto Dumelo.
No Matthew.
On my certificate, no.
On your date of birth, do you have John Matthew Kofi Seto Dumelo?
No, Mr. Chairman.
On your passport, do you have John Matthew Kofi Seto Dumelo?
No, Mr. Chairman.
On your Ghana card, do you have John Matthew Kofi Seto Dumelo?
No, Mr. Chairman.
What name did you register with the Electoral Commission?
John Kofi Seto Dumelo.
So, in the Gazette and the subsequent communication to Parliament, the name there is what?
John Kofi Seto Dumelo.
Now, the letter communicating your nomination to Parliament, have you had the opportunity to see it?
I have, but I didn't pay attention to the name.
Okay. Does it have Matthew?
I may not recall, Mr. Chairman.
It doesn't. Would you want to take the leave of chair to amend the records? Because you are now going into public office and you don't want unnecessary controversy. This is Ghana. People can be petty. They can get at you on anything. You are now being ushered into this new life where anything goes. So, would you want to change it?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Honorable nominee, I grant you the leave to do so, to put your official name in the right order and revert it back to the committee. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. Honorable nominee, I've been an entrepreneur. Matthew Kofi Seto Dumelo for the better part of you. What name did you register?
Try 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
So, in the Gazette and the subsequent communication to Parliament, you started a nice business. The name there is sole proprietor, young man, 1984. You are not yet 40, are you?
Mr. Chairman, I'm 41.
41. Very well. You are at your prime age. Okay. And you are doing well. Going into public service, how do you expect this business to survive? Sole proprietorship.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I've handed all the operations to a new person who is now going to run it henceforth. Thank you.
Honorable nominee, wouldn't you prefer to drop this offer from Mr. President so you maintain your seat as an MP and build capacity in the private sector? Because from sole proprietorship, you're likely to grow and make it a limited liability company. With the promises in your party's manifesto for agriculture, you can tap into it and expand your business and employ more. Don't you think that is a better option? Then later on in life, you come into